Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I just thought I'd do a video on allergies and intolerances, mainly the ones that I have. So I'll tell you what I'm sort of intolerant towards and have allergies towards, and let you know at the end what I do, whether I avoid them or still, consume certain products and stuff like that. So we'll start with intolerances and then I'll move on to what allergies I have. So basically, I have an intolerance towards foods that contain MSG. Now, MSG is a flavor enhancer that they put in foods, and a lot of the time they put it in Chinese food. I don't eat a lot of Chinese food anyway, so it doesn't really affect me. But if I do have a lot of Chinese food or a lot of products that contain MSG, I tend to get a red rash all over my body. So I basically just avoid products that contain MSG. I can have them, but just in small doses. I also have an intolerance towards red wine. Now, red wine has a chemical in it called histamine. I have asthma, and that red wine makes my asthma worse. So I don't get a red rash or anything, I just get very hay feverish and stuff like that. So I tend to avoid red wine as well altogether. White wine contains histamine as well, however, not as much as red wine. Both red wine and white wine, unless it's vegan, contain dairy. So if you're allergic to dairy or you don't like drinking that much dairy, you're probably better off checking out some vegan wines. I don't know any off the top of my head, but I know you can get them and they are out there for sale. So yeah, I just avoid, basically, I just drink white wine, I just avoid red wine. So that's intolerances. Now, the next one you'd all be very, very surprised at, because I worked with them for a very, very long time. I have severe allergies towards horses, cats, and dogs. I was actually tested for horses, cats, and dogs, and cows probably in the last 10 years. Now, cows are the only animals I'm not allergic to. It's just a pity I can't have one in my backyard because they're my favorite animal as well. So, but yeah, I've been severely allergic to horses since I was 2 years old. We were looking after someone's horse in our backyard when I lived in North Queensland. And I don't remember doing this, but I must have just gone up to touch the horse, and I got bloodshot eyes, I could hardly breathe, runny, itchy nose, itchy eyes, etc., etc. And my dad had to rush me to a doctor to say, what's going on? This is what's happened, rah, rah, rah. So we found out that I was allergic to horses back then. I wasn't really allergic to dogs and cats until I started working in a vet surgery. Now, with horses, I only have to be in the vicinity where they are to get a reaction, whereas dogs and cats, I literally have to touch them to get a reaction. Now, it's the same with MSG. I get a red rash, bloodshot eyes, itchy nose, runny nose, etc., etc. But I actually have to touch them. Sometimes if I'm in the vicinity of, or if I'm near a dog, I do start to get an itchy nose, but it's not as severe as if I'm in the vicinity near a horse. So horses I don't actually have to touch to get a reaction. But yeah, cats and dogs I do. I'm keep repeating myself, I know, so I'll try to limit what I say and stuff. So yeah, and you're probably also wondering, but you've got a cat as well, how are your allergies around cats? I feel as though my body has become immune to cats, considering I own one. Although I'm still allergic to her, I just don't pick her up. I don't put my face towards her. If I do have to pick her up, I put a long sleeve shirt on. I put like one of those surgical masks that doctors and vets use over my nose and mouth, pick her up, and then put her where I have to. Now, that doesn't stop me from getting allergic or anything like that, but yeah, that's sort of what I do. And I don't pick her up that often anyway. It's usually if I have to groom her, or I have to give her a needle, or something like that, or if I'm taken to a vet surgery or something like that, that's the only time I really have to pick her up. And I don't have to do it that often, so it's pretty good. So yeah, so that's basically my allergies and intolerances, all summed up in one. I've got a product that I'll show you that helped me for a very, very long time when I was working in a vet surgery, but obviously my body's immune to it now, so it doesn't work, and I don't tend to need it much anymore either. So that's the product. So just a once a day tablet. And I'll just read a little bit about what it's used for, or what can it help with. Itchy skin rash, swelling related to allergies, sneezing, itchy and runny nose, itchy and watery eyes. So yeah, that's the brand. Now in Australia you can get Telfast over the counter in a chemist or pharmacy. You don't need a script. I know when I was in the UK about 10 years ago, you could get Telfast, but you needed a script. There's another product called Clarentine that seems to also work really well if you have hay fever or allergies towards certain things. I know a lot of people are allergic to pollen in springtime and stuff like that, and you know, you can just go to the chemist and get this over the counter if you're sort of suffering. Okay guys, well I'll leave it there. Just thought I'd talk to you a little bit about a different topic today, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Thanks for watching guys. Bye.